and welcome back to NPStation. So today's fun fact is, according to the creator of Python, Guido van Rossum, the name of this language was derived from this British comedy series, which was called Monty Python's Flying Circus. And this comedy was filmed on BBC in the 1970s. Also, Van Rossum wanted a name that was short and mysterious, something that would capture everybody's attention. Pretty cool, right? So I bet many of you guys out there were wondering, well, why is this coding language called Python? Well, now you know. Anyway, in my previous video in the Coding for Kids in Python video series, we had learned about all kinds of loops, meaning the for loop, the while loop, and the infinite loop. So I think you guys should definitely check that video out so you guys can get a thorough understanding about loops. And I'm saying this because in today's video, we're going to be doing the fun activities of chapter 5. So I'll be going over 3 of the activities out of all the 6, and I'm going to say this right now. Please do follow along with me on your computer or PC and doing these activities with me for you, because you will have an awesome time. So just stay tuned on NPStation and I'll see you all over at Google Collab. Hello everyone and welcome back to NPStation. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to Google Chrome so we can open Google Colab. There we go. And now it should show all of our notebooks here. I'm going to go ahead and click on Chapter 5 Fun Activities Notebook. And here we go. We have our notebook open for us. And as usual, we have all of our activities in this notebook. And let's go ahead and start off with activity number 1, which is called There's a Loop for That. So it says, let's say we wanted to output a greeting for our friends and tell them what our favorite dessert is. So we would write a print function, and I've given my own example. Hi, my name is Neha. My favorite dessert is ice cream. So this of course works great if your name was also Neha and if your favorite dessert also happens to be ice cream. Well, what if your favorite dessert was cookies or chocolate or cake? You also may be thinking, what if you had a different name? So how would you change the print function to output your name and favorite dessert? Well, you could write a print function for each combination, and it would look like this. So I've written the same print function as above, with my name and my favorite dessert, but I've also given some random other examples. Hi, my name is Jake. My favorite dessert is cookies. Hi, my name is Hannah. My favorite dessert is apple pie. So that is actually a lot of work to write all of that. So if you guys look at the 3 print functions, do you guys see any kind of pattern? Well, yeah, all of them are exactly the same except for the name and the dessert. So this would be a great case for us to use an F string and some loops. So here's what to do. We need to write a loop that outputs the name of the person and their favorite dessert using the 2 lists below. So the order of favorite dessert matches the order of people who like them, so you guys don't even have to worry about that. And it says to use an F string to print out the message. So here are 2 lists, which are people and desserts. And let me get back to that. First, let me say what the expected result should be. Hi, my name is Mario. My favorite dessert is star pudding. Hi, my name is Peach. My favorite dessert is peach pie. And of course, you have to continue for the rest of the list. Alright, let's go back to those 2 lists. So in the people's list, we have Mario, Peach, Luigi, Daisy, Todd, and Jackie. And in our desserts list, we have star pudding, peach pie, popsicles, honey cake, cookies, and creme brulee. So like it said, the order of the favorite dessert matches the people. So Mario likes star pudding, Peach likes peach pie, Luigi likes popsicles, Daisy likes honey cake, and you get the whole order. Alright, so let's think. What kind of loop do we need to use? You got it. We need to use a while loop. But first, let's go ahead and type in our variable I equals 0. Go ahead and click enter. Now here, since you want to use a while loop, let's type in our keyword, which is while, and go ahead and open those set of parentheses. Now type in your variable I, give a space, and put the less than operator and our len function. And in my previous video in this series, I went over all about the len function, so if you have not checked the previous video out, then please do. Open another set of parentheses, and here we're going to type our list name, which is people. Close both set of parentheses, and don't forget to add that colon at the end. Alright, so now, as you see, if you add a colon to the previous line and click enter, the next line of code has already indented for you. So here we're going to write our print function, and in the parentheses, just type in the variable I. Click enter again, and make sure you're still on the same indentation level as our previous print function. And we're going to type another print function, and this is actually going to be where we're writing our f string. So this is where we're going to be having our expected result written. So here, just go ahead, write f, and open a set of double quotes. And let's start typing our expected result. Hi, my name is, and do you guys remember how to put lists in f strings? You got it. You need to use those curly brackets or flower brackets. Here, go ahead and write our list name people. Open a set of square brackets, type in your variable I, and close both sets of brackets. Oops. Okay. And now what we're going to do is add a period and continue on with our sentence. So my favorite dessert is, and again open those curly brackets and put in the desserts list. Open the set of square brackets, add I, our variable I, and close both set of brackets. Here, let's put a period, and don't forget to close those double quotes and the parentheses. Now, don't forget, you need to add I plus equals 1 at the very end of your code. And if you watch my previous video, you know exactly why. So if you forget to add this line of code and you click this whole little run button, you will actually get an infinite loop. And you don't want that. But for those people who have watched my previous video, you know exactly how to stop the infinite loop. And you need to use the Control-C key to stop it. Well, after you stop the whole infinite loop, make sure to go back to your code and write in this line of code. And make sure you're still on the same indentation level as the previous two print functions. And now, let's go ahead and click this run button to see if we get our expected result. And there we go, guys. Awesome job. We got what we wanted. So let's read through and see if this is correct. So we have, hi, my name is Mario. My favorite dessert is star pudding. My name is Peach, and it's peach pie, Luigi, popsicles, Daisy, honey cake, Todd, cookies, Jackie, and creme brulee. And you also may have noticed about these numbers. Those are like how many times it went through the loop. So that's how many, the numbers it shows to show how many times it went through the loop. Alright, so great job, guys. Now let's move on to activity number 2, which is called Loop-de-Loop Which Hula Hoop Loop. So Nacho the cat is walking through the neighborhood when he sees some hula hoops by a playground. So he notices that there are a few placed together by the swings and another group propped up by the basketball court. So Nacho gets the idea to invite his friends to come and play. So here's what to do. Using your knowledge of loops, write either a for loop or a while loop to circle through Nacho's friends and send them to a specific set of hula hoops. So Nacho has requested for his more athletic or younger friends to be sent by the hula hoops by the swings, since those are more difficult to jump through while the swings are in motion. However, if the cat friends are older or less athletic, they should go to the hula hoops propped up by the basketball court, as they are easier to jump through. So here's some code. So it looks like we have a list named Nacho's Friends and a list named Hula Hoops by Swings and Hula Hoops by Basketball Court. Let's read the rest of activity number 2, and we'll get back to the code. As you cycle through Nacho's friends, determine which group they belong to, and then add another count to that group to keep track of how many cats are in each. So finally, you need to print how many cats are at the hula hoops by the swings and how many cats are at the hula hoops near the basketball court. So here's our sample expected output. Cats at hula hoops by swings is 6. Cats at hula hoops by basketball court should be 5. Now let's go back to this code. First, let's think. what type of loop should we use? A while loop or a for loop? Oh, I got it. It's the while loop. So the same as activity number 1. So first, let's go ahead and type in I equals 0. And now go ahead and type the keyword, which is while, and open your set of parentheses. And now we're going to type in our variable I is less than len. Open a set of parentheses, and here we're going to type in our list name, which is Nacho Friends. Close both set of parentheses, and don't forget the colon at the end. So speaking of the Nacho Friends list, so in here we have a bunch of the words. So athletic, not athletic, older, athletic, younger athletic, and you can read the rest. So those are basically all the groups of Nacho's friends. So we're supposed to sort them into which group of hula hoops they should go to, the hula hoops by the swings or the basketball court. Go ahead and click enter, and as you see, our next line of code is already indented for us. Now type in an if statement. In the parentheses, we're going to write our list name, and which is Nacho Friends, and then here we're going to actually write or open a set of square brackets and type in I, which is our variable, and also put in, open a set of parentheses, put in single quotes, and put in the athletic. Oops. So athletic. Alright, so now we have our two groups, which are athletic and younger, and now let's make sure to close the set of parentheses and make sure to put another colon at the end of this line of code. And now let's click enter. Make sure you are also indented over here after the if statement. And now what we're going to do is write our list name, which is hula hoops by swings. There we go. Hula hoops by swings plus equals 1. Now go ahead and click enter, and make sure to go back to the same indentation level as our previous if statement. And here, let's write else for our else statement, and write hula hoops by basketball court plus equals 1. And go click backspace until you're still at the same level as our else statement, and write I plus equals 1. And now if we click enter, make sure to go to the same indentation level as our while loop. And here we're going to write our print function. Open the set of parentheses, and this has to be an F string. So type in the letter F and open a set of double quotes. And now let's type in our first expected output, which should be cats at hula hoops by swings, colon, and again, since we want to put our list name in a F string or print function, we need to open our curly brackets. And now let's put hula hoops by swings, close the set of curly brackets and quotations and the parentheses, and click enter. Now what we're going to do is type another print function or F string, and let's write cats by hula hoops by basketball court, and put a colon here, and open a set of curly brackets and type in our list name, which should be hula hoops by basketball court. Close the set of curly brackets, the quotations, and the parentheses. And guess what, guys? We're done with our code. Let's go ahead and click this run button to see if we get our sample expected output. So it turns out we got a syntax error, and it's for this colon at the end. Let's see what's wrong. Oh, I spotted the mistake. We forgot to close a set of parentheses after our not your friends list. And so make sure to go ahead and close that. Sorry about that mistake. But now let's see if this is better. there we go, guys. We got our sample expected output. There was one mistake, but we fixed that. So it says Cats at Hoops by Swings is 6. Cats at Hoops by Basketball Court is 5. Awesome job. We got our sample expected output. I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am right now. And please do make sure that you're following along with me in Google Colab. If you're not, then make sure to grab your computer or get on your PC and start coding with me. Okay, so let's see. Activity number 3 is called Iffy Legs. This is actually a pretty big activity. We have password protected secret message, which that activity is actually really fun. Let's see. Activity 5, which is called Guess the Number Game. This is a very long activity. How about we do activity number 6, the last one, which is called Looping Letters. So it says, did you know that you can loop through the letters of a string? You can do that with for loops. So let's loop through our names and count how many vowels are in them. So here's what to do. Let's try writing a small program to loop through our names and count how many of each vowels are present. So to start, let's create some variables to hold information we'll need. So it's already given some variables for us, and we have full name, and I've already typed in my full name here. Make sure you guys type in yours. And we have our letters variable, which is list and full name. We also have a print function, and it has letters, so we're printing this variable letters. And we have some other variables here, so number of A, number of E, number of I, number of O, number of U, and they all equal 0. So it says to write a loop, or to write a for loop, to loop through each letter of your full name variable. And if it matches either the letter A, E, I, O, or U, add a count to the proper variable. And when you're done iterating through your name, print out the total number of each vowel in your name. Okay, so guess what? This activity already tells us what type of loop to use. So let's go ahead and type in our keyword for. And we're going to type 4 letter in letters and open your, open your colon, and it indents the next line. Here what we're going to do is type in our if statement. So if letter equals A, and make sure to type A in single quotes and add a colon at the end. And we're going to type in number of A plus equals 1. And make sure to go back to your same indentation level as your previous if statement. And here type in elif letter. Let me spell that right. So elif letter equals E now, because we're at the next vowel. And put your colon and click enter. Here write number of E, and all of them already come up for you. So all you have to do is scroll down using your arrows key to the one you want to use and click enter or tab. So number of E plus equals 1. Click enter again, type in your next elif statement, and write elif letter equals I, our next vowel. Put a colon, number of I now equals, number of I would be plus equals 1. And now what we're going to do is just continue for the rest of our vowels. So now we're here for plus equals 1 for number of O. And now finally we are at our last elif statement for our vowel U. And let's write number of U plus equals 1. Well, that was a lot of code to type in, and believe it or not, we are still not done because we need to write our print function. So go back to your same indentation level as our for loop, and here go ahead and write in our trusty old print function, and in the parentheses, go ahead and write in number of A, comma, number of E, comma, number of I. Let's continue this for all of our vowels. And now we're on our last one, number of U. And don't forget to close those set of parentheses. And we are finally done with our code. And let's see if we get our expected output. Click run, and there we go, guys. We did it. So let me explain our output that we have just got. So first, we have a list of all of our letters in our full name. Isn't that cool? So basically, it has created a list for every single letter in our name. So for me, it has NEHA, PRAVEEN. And then let me explain these letters. So basically, those numbers are those are numbers, not letters. So the numbers are telling us how many vowels we have in our name. So since we have A as our first vowel, 2 would be referring back to our vowel A. So I have 2 vowels, 2 A's in my name. And the number 3 represents how many E's I have in my name. So I have 3 E's and 0 I, O, and U's. So I have no I or O's or U's in my name. I only have A's and E's. So I hope you had lots of fun. I think activity 6 was my favorite because you guys can write any sort of word. See, if I write IOU, which is the rest of the vowels that I've not included in my name, if I click run, this is what I get. So I have same thing, 2 A's and 3 E's, but now it's added 1 I, 1 O, and 1 U. This is very cool, guys, and I hope you followed along with me. And if you enjoyed this video, then please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And also, please do subscribe to my channel. And if you have any sort of questions for this series, please make sure to go to my social media channels, which are Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and you can leave a comment there and ask me your questions, and I'll be so happy to hear back from you. Well, that's all for today's video, and I'll see you later on NPStation.